Ultra Video Powder Tea. Oh, so the Detroit Lions. I gotta adjust my camera. Defeated the Green Bay Packers for the second time in 26 years. They've only won twice at Lambeau Field in the last 3 years. Before that, they lost 24 straight games. So they were 1-24 until last night's victory. And that's like the worst record for two opposing teams. You know, the same rivalry. That's in any professional sports. So before that, they were 1-24. I don't know how you can lose 24 games in a row, but the Detroit Lions did from 1991 until 2015. So last night was their second win in 3 years. The one in 2015 was kind of a last-minute comeback victory. This one was total domination by the Detroit Lions. I don't think the score was indicative of this game. I watched 3/4 of this game, and really until the last 2 minutes, I think about 1:51 or whatnot, it was 30-10, so the game was over. Aaron Rodgers is still injured. I think in about a month they expect him possibly to be able to play, but to me their season's over. I don't see how they're going to right this ship. I don't see how they're going to win games enough to make the playoffs, but could be wrong. Their replacement quarterback isn't too bad. He didn't throw any touchdowns, but he did throw for 245 yards. Brett Hundley didn't throw any touchdowns, though, but no interceptions, no fumbles either. There was only one turnover this game, so turnovers did not make a statement, didn't matter. Detroit fumbled once, but didn't matter. The game was over in the fourth quarter. I'm getting distracted by my own blog. Detroit led this entire game from start to finish. They built a 14-3 halftime lead, and it was over after that. Green Bay never mounted any kind of a legitimate comeback. You know what I'm saying? It was 30-10 in the fourth quarter. Green Bay Packers rushed for 78 yards. Detroit could only rush for 64 yards. Didn't matter. They threw for 365 yards by Matt Stafford. He's, I guess, the league's highest paid player. I'm not sure why that is, because Detroit's only 4-4. I mean, they're still in the playoff. I think they're 2 games behind Minnesota now. But why isn't Matthew Stafford the highest paid player in the NFL when their record doesn't really show? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're only 500, but whatever. He doesn't suck, that's for sure. He didn't throw any interceptions, but to me, the NFL is just not that entertaining anymore. And these players are overpaid, but that's just me. Now, some Green Bay fans or detractors or haters or whatever you want to label them, they will conclude that Green Bay lost this game because Aaron Rodgers is injured. Well, how do you explain being down by 20 points in the fourth quarter? How do you explain not being able to move the ball that well? I mean, they did throw the ball 245 yards, but they didn't score any touchdowns. Well, actually, that's not true. But they didn't throw any touchdown passes. How do you explain they were down by nearly 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter? To me, Detroit dominated Green Bay. It's possible even with Aaron Rodgers they might have won. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't they have? They won in 2015. That's about it for me. So Detroit is now 2-1 against Green Bay at Lambeau Field. Before that, they were 1-24. Adios.